Assalamu alaikum. My name is Umayma Jabran and you are tuned into Modest Mindset. So make sure you like and subscribe. So today we are going to talk about Tawakkul. Well, first, what is Tawakkul? Tawakkul means putting your full trust in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. After doing your best, it involves taking necessary actions and then relying on Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for the outcome. Tawakkul is an Arabic word that means trusting and relying on Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. In Islam, tawakkul means that a Muslim puts their best effort to do what is right or necessary and then completely trust Allah for the outcomes. We should have a deep belief that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is in control and whatever happens by the will of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Tawakkul means putting your full trust in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala after doing everything you can with your full ability and then to be blindly trusting Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. As it says in the Quran, and put your trust in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and sufficient is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala as disposer of affairs. And the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said about this, the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam once told a man who left with his camel without tying it, tie it and trust it in Allah. So for me, tawakkul means that I have started my channel and I have completely trusted Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to help me get loads of likes. Tawakkul is taking action on certain things, projects and activities and then trusting Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for the outcome. Tawakkul is taking action on certain things, projects and then trusting Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for the outcome. Tawakkul is a pillar of peace in a believer's heart. It teaches us that we can sincerely then leave the result to the one who knows best. Tawakkul in simple terms is you act, do part, study, work, try your best, then you leave all the results to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala without worry, panic or fear coming in your way. Rain poured for hours, soaking the earth. Yusuf's crops bloomed while the others had nothing to harvest. Then, when asked why he never stopped working, Yusuf said, the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, if you were to rely upon Allah with resilience, He is due, you will be given provision like the birds. They will go out hungry in the morning and come home with a full stomach. Thank you. That is the end of the story. And thank you for watching this video. I hope you benefited from the video. And by the way, make sure you check out my YouTube channel, which is tagged in the bio. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day. Assalamu alaikum. For example, tawakkul on a daily basis can be like studying hard for an exam and then trusting Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to get you the best of results, applying for the job and knowing that success or failure is a part of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's plan, planting a seed in the ground even if you're unsure when the rain will come. Islamic teachings on tawakkul can be like the Quran says, and rely upon Allah and sufficient is Allah as disposer of all affairs. The Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, if you were to rely upon Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala with the resilience He is due, you would be given provisions like the birds. They go out hungry in the morning and they come back in the evening with a full stomach. Tawakkul means bring peace to the heart. It reminds us to do your best and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will take care of the rest. Tawakkul is trusting Allah after all your efforts and hard work. What does Islam teach us on tawakkul? Islam teaches us on tawakkul. A man once asked the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ, should I tie my camel and rely upon Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, or leave it untied and rely on Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? The Prophet ﷺ then said, tie it and rely upon Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Now I'm going to tell you a short story. It's called The Farmer and the Rain. In a small village in the desert, there lived a humble farmer named Yusuf. Every year he plowed his field, planted seeds, and waited patiently for the rain. However, the skies remained dry. His neighbors mocked him. Why plant seeds in the soil when the skies are so empty? They said. But Yusuf smiled and replied, my duty is to plant. Rain is in the hands of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and I trust His wisdom. Weeks passed, the land was cracking, and others gave up on hope. But Yusuf continued to care for his dry land, whispered a dua every single day. Then one night, clouds gathered, rain poured for hours, soaking the earth. Yusuf's crops bloomed while the others had nothing to harvest. Then, when asked why he never stopped working, Yusuf said, the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ said, if you were to rely upon Allah with resilience, He is due, you will be given provision like the birds. They will go out hungry in the morning and come home with a full stomach. Thank you. That is the end of the story. And thank you for watching this video. I hope you benefited from the video. And by the way, make sure you check out my YouTube channel, which is tagged in the bio. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day. Assalamu alaikum.